'cause the music makes me high. If I only got one more night, I'm gonna leave out loud goodbye.
This gonna be the type of night they make movies about.
What's up, guys? Wait a minute. You guys aren't the real Avengers. I can tell Hulk gives it away. Oh, that was awesome.
Does Liz get a new top? No, we've seen that before. Never with that skirt.
Should probably stop staring before it gets creepy, though.
Too late. You guys are losers.
So, to become an Avenger, are there like trials or an interview?
Just don't do anything I would do. And definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area in there, and that's where you operate.
Oh.
All right?
That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you. All right, kid. Good luck out there.
Listen, I know school sucks.
Peter, you still with us? Yeah.
I know you want to save the world. But you're not ready yet.
You're the Spider-Man.
No, I'm not. I'm not. This is just a costume. This is...
You're on the ceiling.
Stay close to the ground. And stay out of trouble. Forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
I'm sick of him treating me like a kid all the time.
But you are a kid.
This is my chance to prove myself.
Peter, what is going on with you?
I'm really sorry. I'm so busy. I'm slammed.
Don't mess with me, because I will kill you and everybody you love.
What up? It's your boy, Mr. Vine. Mr. Vine, Shadow Sweatbacks. We back. We live. We active here on the channel. We got a movie review for y'all today. Let's talk about Spider-Man Homecoming. Just saw this movie the other day. Man, I really enjoyed this movie. A lot of positive things to say about this movie. Let's start out with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He does a great job. It was so good to see Spider-Man in high school. I mean, if I have to put this movie in a simplified fashion, I would say this is absolutely a John Hughes film mixed with a superhero movie, mixed with a comic book movie. Because the stuff about him in high school, dealing with the high school stuff, it was great. The scene where he's about to come into the party as Spider-Man with his friend, and then he... Spoiler alert, I should have put that at the beginning, I always forget. Spoiler alert, we're going to talk spoilers. So the scene where he's supposed to show up at the party as Spider-Man, and then he sees the explosion, he has to go do Spider-Man stuff. That was great. That was awesome. All that. All the stuff with him and Liz, I really enjoyed. His best friend, I forget his best friend's name, but let's say Ned, I don't remember what it was. He was awesome. He was the great thing. He was great in this movie. I love the way that they used Tony Stark, and I love the way that they used Happy even more so. It was good to see Happy be the liaison between Peter Parker and Tony Stark. He was the go-to guy. He was the middleman. I loved it. All his scenes were great, and it was a great introduction to the MCU. The nods that we got to the rest of the MCU, Stark Tower, the Captain America video. The Captain America videos were hilarious. One of my favorite scenes was Hannibal Buress as the gym teacher, and they're watching the Captain America video. They're like, yeah, listen to this guy. He might be a war criminal now, though. He's probably a war criminal now, so I don't know if you want to listen to him anymore. That was great. It was awesome. So, Michael Keaton as the Vulture. I really enjoyed Michael Keaton as the Vulture. I liked his motivations as a character. I thought his character motivations were very grounded. I like they did a good job of laying them out, why he's doing what he's doing. As far as the blue-collar man working, Tony Stark and the government come in as he's trying to clean up the Battle of Manhattan. I thought it was good to see his struggle, him lose a job, him try to reason with him and all that. It was great. Everything about that was really good. The action in this movie, here's the thing. If I have to put a knock on it, it's probably going to be the action because it's as great. The action was great. All the scenes, all the action set pieces, we basically knew what they were going to be because we saw them in the trailer. There's the Washington Monument scene, which is a great scene, awesome scene. But we saw it in the trailer. There's the ferry scene. Again, great scene, and of course we don't see the whole scene, but we saw that in the trailer. We saw the resolution of that scene with Iron Man coming to help, and then the final scene with the airplane. We saw that in the trailer. Those are basically the three major set pieces in this movie. I mean, even the small, the ATM robbery where he's fighting the criminals dressed up as the Avengers. We saw that in the trailer, and that's good. All these things, they're all good. And I'm not saying that's enough. I'm just saying that's the thing. The Spider-Man movies, more than anything else, have always had that problem of giving away too much in the trailers. If you remember Amazing Spider-Man 2, they basically gave you every action scene was shown in the trailer. So when you saw the movie, yeah, there was a lot of character development and stuff that you didn't see, but all the action, we had seen all the action in the trailer. And I really hate when movies do that. I really hate when movies do that. Batman vs. Superman was pretty close to doing that too. They did that a lot in BVS, where they showed you almost all the action scenes in BVS. Not nearly as bad as Spider-Man though. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 holds the record of showing way too much. Spider-Man Homecoming showed a lot too. There's still some really cool stuff that you see in the action scenes that they don't show, but there's also a lot that they did. So, going forward for the MCU, it's going to be very interesting to see how they did that. I like that they didn't kill off Michael Keaton's Vulture, so I really like that. I like that they didn't kill off the Vulture. It's good to see that he'll be back. You know what I'm saying? I like how they didn't. How the decision of not having Peter officially join the Avengers was awesome, because it'll be interesting to see how that ties back in when Infinity War comes back around. So I liked that. A couple other scenes that I really liked. The comedy in this movie really hit for me. I thought everything about this was really funny. The scene of Spider-Man running through all the yards, and then they parallel that with the Ferris Bueller scene, which they show you, I thought was hilarious. I thought that was just really funny. All the scenes with him and his friend Ned or whatever, he's like, I'm the guy in the chair. I thought that was hilarious. That was awesome. Overall, man, I really like this movie. The last final scene with what's her name, Aunt May playing, and then she seeing him in the Spider-Man costume was great. It was very well done. I liked it a lot. So yeah. Overall, this is a very good movie. Spider-Man, the Spider-Man franchise is back on the right foot. They're going in the right direction. Kudos and good for them. So yeah, that was good to see. So it's time to score this movie. I say, if on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this movie a pretty high score. I'm going to give this an 8.5 for Spider-Man Homecoming. I really did enjoy this movie. It was funny. Shouts out to Tom Holland and everybody involved in that MCU. Sony, you did a good thing. I'm excited to see where you guys go from here on out with the Spider-Man character. I didn't spoil too much for you. So the reveal, one more thing I want to talk about. The reveal of his friend Michelle at the end. They say, yeah, my friends call me MJ. I thought that was, I don't know how I feel about that. Obviously, she's not going to be Mary Jane, but they call her MJ, so okay, I'll buy it. It's whatever. A lot of people felt a certain way about that. I thought it was kind of clever, but it wasn't overly clever. So, alright, 8.5 is my score for Spider-Man Homecoming. We're going to wrap this up before background noise starts to ruin things. Until next time, you know how we do. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. And as always, keep it locked right here. It's your boy, Mr. Donna. Until next time, big 100, y'all.
Let's go. We celebrating on this one, baby.
This is our celebration.
Motivate a whole team like I'm Coach Boone. Put me over any beat, now that's a dope move.